We're back for league number 3. What are we going to spin into? Looks like Boros Synthesizer. Alright, so this is Boros Synthesizer, and it is a deck that is built around cards with ETB/leave abilities and then bouncing them back to your hand. So our primary bounce cards are Glinthawk and Core Skyfisher. And then it's usually built around bouncing Experimental Synthesizer, which triggers on entering and leaving. But you can also bounce back Ichor Wellspring or Lemboss or Thraben Inspector. Then we've got Galvanic Blast and Bolt either for removal or to burn the opponent out. There's Journey to Nowhere as just more all-purpose removal that can hit bigger things that the burn spells don't hit. This version's main deck can cast into the fire, I guess. There's one Makeshift Munitions to eat up artifacts and creatures that we don't need anymore. We've got Dawnbringer Cleric to either gain life, destroy enchantments, or exile a card from the graveyard. And then this version also has 2 Foundry Helixes, which are 3 mana as an additional cost, sack a permanent, and it's a 4 damage Lightning Helix if you sacked an artifact. If you didn't sack an artifact, then it's just 4 damage without gaining the life. There's multiple ways to build the deck. This is how this version is built. And then we've got lands, Ancient End, Great Furnace, Mountain Plains, Rustvale Bridge. And also Barbed Batterfist over here, which is a 2 mana 3/1 that you can then move this equipment to other things later if you really want to. Sideboard, we've got Revoke Existence, Standard Bearer, Celestial Flare, Dust to Dust, Krark Clan Shaman, 1 Pyroblast, and Relic Progenitus. Let's go into a league. Round 1, we're on the draw. This hand's no good because the only thing we can do is play Glinthawk and then it dies. So yeah, mull this. All right, this hand's not good either, but I'd rather keep it than go to 5. So keep and put back a Plains. Citadel Gate. All right, Rustvale Bridge, go. So this one makes white and they chose red as the color. Sacred Cat. All right, well, the issue with Synthesizer is you might hit something that you can't actually do anything with. So I'd rather just go Thraben and then play this other tap land and then do this next turn. Over to them. Squadron Hawk. So it's Boros Gates. Cast into the Fire can kill both of these, but let's just get our value plan going. So Synthesizer, trigger. We exiled Lemboss. All right, so Den, Lemboss, trigger. Do I want to draw a 3/1 right now? Not particularly. Bottom that. Draw a Core Skyfisher. All right, back to them. Guardian of the Guild Pact. Pro monocolor. All right, well, I guess I Skyfisher, pick up Synthesizer. All right, Skyfisher, trigger, pick up Synthesizer, trigger that. Gets Bolt off the top. I guess I just bolt them because I can't bolt this, and bolting these 1/1s seems pretty bad. All right, bolt them and play a land, and then we just pass. I guess they can attack us with this thing, but it's very, very slow. Swing with Guardian, we go to 17. Play Squadron Hawk, play Squadron Hawk, another gate. Okay, Synthesizer. Trigger, play land, place core Skyfisher, trigger, pick up Synthesizer, exile a Bolt. All right, Bolt. I guess one of these Hawks. All right, Bolt a Hawk. Combat, attack with Skyfisher, and then pass back. Swing here, we take 2, go to 15. Final Squadron Hawk. Plays another gate. All right, Synthesizer, trigger, exiling, Lemboss. All right, play Lemboss. Trigger, put a land on the bottom, drawing Great Furnace. All right, cast into the fire, kill 2 Squadron Hawks. Combat, swing with the Skyfishers. And they're de facto at 7 right now because we can double blast them. Blocks with a Hawk. All right, over to them. So we're doing 4 a turn, they're doing 2 a turn. Battle Screech. Yep. So whole bunch of stuff. Dawnbringer Cleric, trigger, gain 2. Then flashes back Battle Screech. So I probably burn a bird, right? So that I can attack better. Swings there. We take 2, go to 13. All right, let's just burn them first and see what we draw on our turn. They go to 11. Over to us. Thraben. Crack the Clue. Draw. All right, Ichor Wellspring. Draw. Barbed Battlefist. So they can't attack us other than this guy. I think we're losing the race, though. All right, combat. Swing with the core Skyfishers. And if they triple block one of them, I just Galv Blast. Yeah, all right. So blocking order, fine. Galv Blast one of these. And then these die, and then they take 2. And then we play Thraben Inspector, and back to them. Rafine's Informant. Connives Plains. Last card, Journey to Nowhere, eating one of our Skyfishers. All right. So then swing with Guardian of the Guild Pact. All right. Going to 11. Back to us. Okay, so let's pop a clue. Drawing Rustvale Bridge. So I can pop the Journey to Nowhere. Let's do that. Play this. Blow up an enchantment. Journey to Nowhere. get the Skyfisher back, triggers, pick up Synthesizer, exiling Lemboss. All right, play Lemboss. Trigger, Glinthawk's on top, that's fine, draw that. Play this tapped, go to combat, swing with Skyfisher, blocks with the bird token, and then over to them. So we are in a race to beat the Guild Pact Guardian. Thraben, Clue, then they'll pop the Clue. This is a great game. Like, just back and forth, value, trading resources. All the creatures are like small, dinky guys. This is great. Just gotta hope they don't draw Basilisk Gate. They're attacking with this, presumably just to gain life. All right, so block here. So gain life with the cat. So we're at 9, they're at 10. Then they embalm the cat. Play another cat. All right, so let's play Synthesizer. Trigger. There's a land. So play the land. Play Glinthawk. Trigger. Pick up Synthesizer. Trigger. Foundry Helix. All right. So cast Foundry Helix, targeting them. This one, this one, this one. Sacking Iker Wellspring. Bob-Amph. Oh, we drew another Foundry Helix. Sweet. Are they just dead? Combat. Attack in the air. They don't have any air blockers, right? Yeah, they're dead. And then Foundry Helix, target them. All right. Boom. Foundry Helix. All right. So sideboarding. So Boros, a bunch of dinky creatures. Can Basilisk Gate target anything on the battlefield? Basilisk Gate. Target creature gets +X/+X. All right. So we can use Standard Bearer to redirect Basilisk Gate. And then what? Celestial Flare can kill the Guardian. Krark Clan Shaman, I don't think I want in this matchup, although it's without flying, right? So it doesn't kill Squadron Hawk or any of the Battle Screech birds. Yeah, so not that. So probably these 5, right? And then what am I getting rid of? So Journey to Nowhere is probably not very good, right? All the creatures are small creatures. They even have main deck Dawnbringer Cleric, so yeah, let's cut Journey. The Barbed Battle Fists also seem bad. Let's just cut those. And what would be the last cut? One more cut. I'm not sure what. Cast Into the Fire? Yeah, all right, Cast Into the Fire. And we'll do that. How are leagues going today? So far before this league, we played Pestilence and Kiln Fiend. Didn't do too well with either of those. So no white mana, but we do have Synthesizer mana. Although I probably have to wait a turn to use it. But this is fine. We'll keep. Citadel Gate. Over to us. All right. Great Furnace. I'm going to wait a turn so that if I hit a land or something, maybe I can play it. Lunarch Veteran. And another gate. All right, I guess we just bolt that. Use our mana efficiently. All right, Synthesizer, trigger, exiling a card that we can't play this turn, unfortunately, and over to them. Gets it back, and then play gate. All right, there we go. So land and play Skyfisher. Trigger, get back the Synthesizer, trigger the Synthesizer. It's a land we can't play this turn. I'm not going to play Synthesizer again and hit nothing, so back to them. Boros Synthesizer is my favorite Pauper deck. The play pattern is fun. You can't really do it in other formats. It does seem pretty fun. Guardian of the Guild Pact. All right. All right, so Synthesizer, trigger, Celestial Flare on top. All right, well, that ain't great. So Skyfisher, trigger, pick this back up. Standard Bearer. Man, we just are not hitting good Synthesizers, eh? Play Thraben, trigger, combat, attack here. We are winning the race, at least so far. Lunarch Veteran. Another Lunarch Veteran. I can pop both of those, I guess. So trigger, 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 Squadron Hawk. I don't know. I could have brought Relic in for this matchup. I didn't feel like that was worth it. Take 2 from here. Another Skyfisher. Wow. All right. Synthesizer, trigger, bolt. And we have to play it this turn or we lose it. All right. All right. Skyfisher, pick this back up. Galvanic Blast. All right. Well, I guess I'm just going to blast them. Nah, let's not. Let's kill their creatures. Man, their creatures, like... All right, let's kill... I don't even know. Probably just Lunarch Veteran. All right, kill Lunarch Veteran. Triggers that. That's fine. You'll do that. Combat. Swing, swing. This can actually swing as well, right? Yeah, swing with Thraben. If they want to multi-block Thraben, that's fine. No, they're not. All right. Take 5, 17. Back to them. Battle Screech. All right. A lot is getting added to the board now. Whenever another creature you control leaves. Battle Screech. Then we take 2 from here. All right. Well, let's go... We're just losing the race. All right. Synthesizer, trigger, Glinthawk. All right. Play Glinthawk. Trigger, always yield. Always. I can't say always yes. Yeah, I would like to return Synthesizer to my hand. All right. Play that. Cast Into the Fire. Now let's just attack. So combat, swing, 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 block, 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 block. All right. Cast Into the Fire. 2 different things. I guess we just kill both of these guys. So kill 2 of the things. And then these die, and they take damage. Bamf. These trigger. They're at 20. Over to them. All right. Gets the Lunar or the Luminous Phantom back. Play Squadron Hawk. Swing there. Go to 14. They have 4 1/1 flyers. Ooh, Foundry Helix. Experimental Synthesizer. Trigger. Play land. Go to combat. Swing in the air. And on the ground? Question mark. On the ground as well. Everything. Let's see how they block. No blocks from them. Alright, let's just... Foundry Helix on the Luminous Phantom. Sacking Synthesizer. Trigger. We've already played a land this turn, so we can't play this. I feel like I should just play Dawnbringer Cleric right now to use all my mana. No, I should just crack the clue. Yeah, so let's just pass. All playing this is doing is just blocking this one guy here. That's whatever. We'll just crack the clue and then Synthesizer again next turn. Alright, well, they finally drew Basilisk Gate, so now we're in trouble. Yep, Basilisk Gate on there. 6/7. How many creatures will they attack with? Just that. Alright. Take 6, go to 12, so we're on a 3-turn clock right now. Sacred Cat. Triggers this thing. Alright, crack the clue. Draw land, then back to us. Alright, Synthesizer. Trigger. Glint Hawk. Alright, cast Glint Hawk. Trigger, use the ability, pick it back up. Exiling. Lemboss. Cast Lemboss. Trigger. Top card's a land, bottom that. Drawing a land. Cast Synthesizer. Trigger. Top card is Blast. So let's blast this dude out of the air. Yeah, blast this dude out of the air so they can't keep gaining life. So blast there. He dies, go to combat. Let's swing with everything except Thraben. Yeah, swing here. So technically we can survive for more turns because we can sack the Lemboss to gain life. So we might be able to kill them before they kill us. I also have life gain from the Dawnbringer Cleric. Blocking there. So, yeah, okay, they're just double blocking the Glint Hawk. So Squadron Hawks die, they take 6 and go to 9. And then it's over to them. Oh yeah, the Helixes can kill these guys. I completely forgot about that. It's pro monocolor. I just look at them and think like, oh, unkillable. I guess they're not unkillable though. Alright, Rafine's Informant connives away. They can also just Basilisk Gate on their Sacred Cat and gain a bunch of life. So there's that too. Discards Arms of Hadar. So yeah, plus the cat and attack with this thing because we can't block it. Alright, well, I guess I'm chumping here. So then they gain the life. We go to 10, they go to 15. Ooh, Celestial Flare. Well, so let's pop this. So pop the Synthesizer, Galvanic Blast, make a Samurai. What am I blasting? I guess the cat so they can't keep gaining life, right? Until next turn. Alright, combat. Swing, 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 swing. So 8 in the air. I could also just blast them, but then the cat can gain more life again. Yeah, so let's blast the cat. Blast the cat. And then play a land. I still don't think I have a reason to play Dawnbringer Cleric on this board. Yeah, let's just pass. So if they just attack here, we flare them. This is also lethal in the air. Squadron Hawk. Alright, so still more flying, and they're still gaining life with that guy. Squadron Hawk. So they're now out of range at 9. Embalms the cat. So no gate this turn. And another cat. Now they're at 11. Swinging here and here. Alright, so I need to stop them in combat so that I can block this first and then flare them while this is still in combat. So block here. So then damage, and then flare them. And then Guardian of the Guild Pack dies because it's still technically considered attacking. Alright, and I don't think I pop this because if I draw any more bounce effects, I want to be able to bounce Lemboss to my hand. Alright, well, never mind. Lemboss, trigger, Core Skyfisher, on top. So let's see. Basilisk Gate's a problem. Alright, Skyfisher, bounce a Lemboss, replay a Lemboss, bolt on top. Alright, keep that. Land, and then go to combat, swing. Block there. Yeah, that's fine. I have to keep bolt open to bolt the Basilisk Gate on the lifelink. I still don't think I do anything with this. Nah, I guess if they journey to nowhere at this point, that's fine. Alright, play this dude. Gain 2. And over to them. Plays another gate. Basilisk Gate on the cat. Bolt the cat. Embalms the cat. That's fine. They're still dead in the air. Dawnbringer Cleric to gain life. They're, even so, still dead in the air, right? They can technically survive by... I guess they're not dead in the air. They're 1 over getting killed. Alright, combat. Man, and then Basilisk Gate back up. Alright, so swing here. They go to 1, and then they get to Basilisk Gate back up a lot. Alright, Thraben Inspector. Pop the clue. Plays another gate. So it's +5, so they gain 6 this turn, and then they die. Gate the cat. Oh no, it's a 7/7, right? So they're still not dead. Swing with the cat. Well, I'm not blocking them. So swing, no blocks. We're at 3. And then I'll pop one of these Lembosses to gain some life. Alright, off the top, what do we get? Lemboss. Play Lemboss. Trigger. Land on the bottom. Blast. Alright, they're dead. Blast you. Swing with the flyers. Alright, we got it. On to, wow, that was match 1. On to round number 2. Round 2 on the draw. This hand looks fine. Obviously, it's missing, like, aggression, but we've got a curve. We've got things to do. Suprazin Scary. All right, tap land, go. I guess, no, Batterfist is a creature. Man, I just completely overlooked that. Hickory Woodlot. What is this deck? Land, Barbed Batterfist. Over to them. Double Depletion lands. Depletion land. Cast Pented Prism. Okay. Prolong to Pheresis. Each opponent gets a poison, draw a card. Pented Prism. Well, Proliferate. Oh, okay. Depletion lands plus Proliferate cards. This is some cooking. This is a deck. This is a deck right here. Well, let's go ahead and I guess play what? Iker Wellspring? Lemboss? Let's play Lemboss. Trigger. Galvanic Blast, I guess, is fine. So top that, blast them. Actually, I don't need to do that now. Let's just attack them. I assume they do more than just poison us, but who knows? Maybe that's all they do. Mana. Deep Analysis, sure. Contentious Plan. Proliferate, draw a card. Can I get your list afterwards? This is sweet. Deep Analysis, Flashback. Weather the Storm. Okay. Weather. Well, I guess I'm just blasting their face. So blast, and then back to us. All right, there's Glint Hawk. So, Glint Hawk. So yield here, pick up Lemboss, and then let's replay Lemboss. All right, don't want to draw more lands, so bottom that. Drawing Skyfisher. Okay, combat, swing here, and then we'll pass. Pented Prism, and then they just pass after that. All right, so let's see. Go to combat, swing. All right, damage, then we'll go Skyfisher, pick up the Lemboss, replay the Lemboss, trigger, bottom a mountain, play this tapped, go. Blue-black, Experimental Augury, look at the top 3, put 1 in the hand, the rest on the bottom, Proliferate. Infectious Inquiry, you draw 2 and lose 2, each opponent gets a poison. Everflowing Chalice, all right, Weather the Storm for a bunch of life. We're at 5 poison already. All right, well, let's go Iker Wellspring, trigger, draw a Lemboss. All right, so play a land, and then go to combat, attack here. I guess since they use Weather the Storm, I should, like, use all the stuff on my own turn, right? So, Foundry Helix, target you, and then sack Iker Wellspring. Trigger, ba-bam, bolt you now. All right, back to them. All right, so, combat, swing all. Moment's Peace, sure. Let's play, all right, Synthesizer, trigger, bolt. All right, bolt you. And then play Lemboss, Thraben Inspector on the bottom. It's too slow at this point. Land, play Makeshift Munitions, and then over to them. And then the Makeshift Munitions alone can kill them. So, all right, each opponent gets a poison, draw. Experimental Augury. We proliferate up to 7 poison. They get 1 card. Proliferate on all the depletion lands, on all of the mono rocks. Infectious Inquiry, 8 poison. Oh man, we're actually going to die this turn, aren't we? They have still Deep Analysis that they can get back, right? Or do they not? No, they used that. All right, proliferate again. Are we dead? They got 1 more card in their hand. We are in fact dead. Wow. 1 turn off. Okay, so we want to dust to dust their mono rocks. We want to revoke existence their mono rocks. We want to pyroblast some spells. That's it. And what do we not want to do? Journey to Nowhere, because they have no creatures, seemingly. Dawnbringer Cleric doesn't do anything. What else? 1 more cut. Thraben Inspector's really slow. Really slow. Also, Foundry Helix is our worst burn spell in this matchup, but it's fine, I guess. I'm gonna cut 1 Foundry Helix, I think. All right, let's run that. So, on the play. This hand's no bueno. So, mult. All right, this is better-ish. Keep, put back. Definitely a land. I'm just not sure which one. Oh, I don't know. Mountain. All right. Den, Thraben, trigger, over to them. Depletion land. Go to combat, swing with Thraben, play Furnace, play Skyfisher, pick up Thraben, go. Another depletion land into Everflowing Chalice. All right, well, pop the clue. Well, that's a bit too late. So this, Thraben, combat, attack with Core Skyfisher, and over to them. So this deck's more like grindy than it is aggressive, and that's not so great in this matchup. Experimental Augury. All right, at least we're not poisoned yet, although they do get to just keep refilling their depletion lands. Bunch of mana, Pendant Prism, Chalice, Pendant Prism, Inquiry, Infectious Augury. Poison Opponent gets poisoned. And draw 2. Thirsting Roots. Proliferate everything. Alright, I guess I'm gonna cast into the fire, exiling the one of these. I think their colors are possibly more important than... I don't know which one's more important to hit. Let's go with Everflowing Chalice. So let's exile that, then let's go to combat, swing here, and then let's play Glint Hawk, trigger, bounce the clue, I guess, or bounce a land. Yeah, bounce a land, and play this, and then over to them. Alright, so the problem is they just have like a million mana, and they never run out of mana. Serrated Arrows. Upkeep, if there's no arrows, sack it. Remove an arrow counter from it, put a -1 counter on target creature. Well, and then Proliferate, there goes Glint Hawk. Serrated Arrows. Whew! Oh my god, the spiciness. The absolute spice here. Alright, pop this clue. Draw Pyroblast. Alright, Ancient Den, play Thraben, combat, swing, and then I'll hold up Pyroblast. EOT, alright, bolt you now. Back to us. Ichor Wellspring, trigger, draw Synthesizer. Alright, Synthesizer, trigger. Exiling Revoke Existence. Well, probably have to get rid of Serrated Arrows, so let's get rid of that. Exile Serrated Arrows, and then they can respond by putting a counter somewhere. Alright, go to combat, swing. Alright, well, I don't know why they're not doing anything. Bunch of mana, Weather the Storm, sure. Did we really cast that many spells this turn? I guess so. 42 life. Experimental Augury, Proliferate, Depletion Lands, Pentids, Poison, Cork Skyfisher, Experimental Augury again. I'm so sad that I don't have Pyroblast up this turn. Alright, so Skyfisher's dead. Mana. Deep Analysis. Oof. Well, we ain't winning this. Thirsting Roots. So Thirsting Roots is you either go get a basic or Proliferate. So Deep Analysis, Flashback. Apparently it was quite the mistake to not hold up Pyroblast there. Alright, pop this. This one, and this one. Dust to Dust. Alright, so resolve this. Apparently I'm going shields down again, because let's dust these Pentids. Dust your Pentids. Combat. Swing. They still have a gajillion mana, though, even after that. Alright, bunch of mana. Whole bunch of mana. What is this? Draw 3, Proliferate. Vivisurgeon's Insight. Prolong, what is this? Prologue to Pheresis. Get a poison draw. Alright. Pop the clue. Get rid of these one. Lemboss. Play Lemboss. Trigger. Another Lemboss on top. No, bottom that. Alright, combat. Swing. Play Glint Hawk. Pick up Lemboss. And then over to them with Pyroblast open. Hopefully that's enough. Probably not. Bunch of mana. Contentious Plan. Alright, Pyroblast it. Counter. They still have 4 spells. Yeah, we're gonna die. They just need one more spell that proliferates and we're dead. Deep Analysis. And we're dead. Alright. I think I may be happier losing to this than anything I've ever lost to before. Unbelievably sweet. Alright, round 3. Alright, round 3 on the draw. We can't keep that. So, Molt. Alright, that is actually keepable. What am I throwing back? I guess I have triple Galvanic Blast, so let's put one of those back. Ornithopter. Island. Gingerbrute. Do I blast one of these here? Yeah, alright, let's blast this Gingerbrute, keep them off Affinity count. And it looks like they're not doing anything. Alright, Ancient Den, Ichor Wellspring. They're gonna Spell Pierce this? Oh, Metallic Rebuke, gotcha. Alright, that's fine. Plays a tap land. Alright, play Synthesizer, trigger. Cast Into the Fire on top, which I can't play, unfortunately. Well, if I Skyfisher right now, I'm going to pick this back up and not be able to cast whatever I'm doing next turn anyway, so let's just play this tapped and pass. All that glitters on Ornithopter. Well, that's a horrible sequence. And we're taking 5 beat down from this Ornithopter, so we do very, very desperately need to find an answer to this pretty quickly. Oh, we can just double bolt it? Alright, Galvanic, shoot this, bolt it, and back to them. Plays a tap land, plays Thoughtcast. All that glitters again. Alright. Okay, so... do gotta find an answer to it. Double Skyfisher. Alright, Skyfisher number 1. Trigger, bounce this. A land. Play Synthesizer. Makeshift Musicians, which we can't play. Alright, play that. Alright, back to them. Ancient Den. Becomes even bigger. Cracks the clue. Plays Frogmite. Plays Gingerbrute, which I have to block this turn, or I'm dead. Or no, I have to block this. Yeah, so I have to chump block this now. Alright, chump block the Ornithopter. Skyfisher. Bounce the Synthesizer. Trigger. Lemboss. Alright, play Lemboss. Trigger the Lemboss. Put Ancient Den on the bottom. Drawing Journey to Nowhere. Alright, we've got a plan. Kind of. But we still have to chump block this and still take more damage. So we don't actually have a plan, really. Over to them. Springleaf Drum. All right, so we're chumping here and we're taking 4 and going to 3. Swing, block. All right, we're at 3. Got to drop pretty well out of this. Foundry Helix is good. All right, Journey to Nowhere. Kill your Ornithopter. And then Foundry Helix on the Frogmite, I guess. Foundry Helix here. Sack Lemboss. Triggers. And then the Frogmite dies. All right, so they're top decking, and we have draw spells in our hand. Thraben Inspector. Draw from the clue. Thoughtcast. Well, that's quite the rip off the top. Another Thraben Inspector. How do you still have things to play after that? Oh my god. All right. Ginger Brutes. Take 3, go to 4. Drawing. And we can't block these Ginger Brutes either. All right. Synthesizer. Trigger. All right. Play a land. Play Lemboss. Trigger. Land to the bottom. Can't play anything else because I have to gain life to not lose here. I guess I could make a Samurai and then I just block here and I still die. Yeah, all right. So I have to gain life to not lose. Clue Crack. Plays the land. Plays Mirror Enforcer. All right. Crack Lemboss. And we still need an insanely good draw to not lose next turn. Because we're taking 5 down to 2 and then we have to deal with all this. All right. So this gives me a blocker. Activate Synthesizer. Exiling a land. Sure. Play land. Play Lemboss. Trigger. Put land on the bottom. Thraben Inspector. Oh, wait. No, we're just dead to Ginger Brute. Yeah, all right. Never mind. We're dead. Okay, so Dust to Dust. Revoke. I actually think I want Standard Bearer so that if they all that glitters is creature, period, right? All that glitters. Yeah, enchant creature. So they have to enchant this. Is Krark Clan Shaman good here? No, right? They have Ornithopter. All right, cut these Batter Fists. Cut Dawnbringer. Oh, no, Dawnbringer kills the glitters, so not that. This card's all right. Thinking Bolt. It doesn't kill anything that already has a glitters on it, and it doesn't kill Mirror Enforcer, which is like the 2 big things that we need to worry about. Maybe I just shave a bunch of things. Bolt, Thraben Inspector, Thraben Inspector. Let's just shave 2 of each of those. Nah, it can't be correct to cut Bolt over Foundry Helix. That just can't be right. All right, let's cut that. So if we brick on lands, then this hand's worthless. Yeah, all right, well, okay, I guess I'll keep this hand and put back a blast. Ancient Den, Thraben. Opponent plays a tap land. We need to draw land really, really badly. All right, it's a tap land, but at least it's a land. And I'm not going to play Glint Hawk here, so let's just pass. I guess I could have played Glint Hawk and like just picked up Ancient Den and replayed it, but I'd rather get value out of it if possible. Thraben Inspector. Ginger Brute. I really need to find more lands at this point. Let's just, like, Core Skyfisher, pick this up is not great. Let's play Lemboss. Trigger, I will bottom anything that's not a land. Even Bolt. Man, even Bolt. Yeah, even Bolt. All right, it's a land. Over to them. Ancient Den. No, we're getting dusted. Well, at least it's another land, so let's just play Skyfisher, pick the Lemboss up, pick this up, and then back to them. Thraben. Plays another Thraben. And they're not activating Ginger Brute and attacking. Huh. All right, play Lemboss, see if it gets countered or not. Does not. All right, put that on top, draw it, play Great Furnace. Let's see, yeah, I'm killing them slower than they're killing me if I attack, so let's just not attack. Then they crack a Clue. Play Seed of the Synod. Clue. Ornithopter. Activates Ginger Brute. All right. I probably am just blasting this Ginger Brute. Yeah, all right. Blast your Ginger Brute. Back to us. Land. Pop this Clue. Actually, no, let's not. Let's just play Glint Hawk and then pick up Lemboss and replay it. Replay Lemboss. All right. Now they have a counterspell or something. No, pop the Clue in response. All right. Lemboss. Oh, definitely Synthesizer on top. Combat. Swing with Skyfisher. Thoughtcast. Springleaf Drum. Not doing anything on their turn other than that. All right. Ooh, another Glint Hawk. All right. Synthesizer. Blue Blast. Sure. Go to combat. Swing with the Flyers. Takes 4. Then we play Glint Hawk. Then we bounce Lemboss to our hand. Then we play Lemboss. Trigger. We have Core Skyfisher on top. All right. Keep that. Over to them. Of one mind. And they're not doing anything else. So combat. Swing with all the Flyers. All right. Core Skyfisher. Pick up Lemboss, replay Lemboss, trigger. Don't need a land, so bottom that. All right, over to them. Thoughtcast, Ornithopter, Indestructible Darksteel Citadel, 3 mana. Oh no, are we getting our lands dusted again? Yep, we're getting our lands dusted again. And then I'm also off Metalcraft by having that happen. We're still ahead on the board though by a lot. All right, play land, go to combat, swing, don't attack with this one, just all the Flyers. And they are forced to block at least one of them. Blocks 2 of them. All right, opponent is at 4, so let's pass and then blast them on upkeep. All right, upkeep, blast you. Gotcha. So, That felt correct. That did feel correct. So I think I just run back exactly the same thing. Maybe, oh no, I should run Pyroblast. So what am I cutting? A bolt? I don't know. Thraben Inspectors feel really bad in this matchup. No, let's just cut a bolt. That's fine. Submit. Well, can't keep this. All right, that's better. What am I putting back? One of the Thrabens? I don't have a good thing to bounce with the Glint. I guess I can just bounce the land and have the Glint Hawk in play. All right, let's put back Thraben. Ancient Den, Thraben. Seed of the Synod, Springleaf Drum. All right, let's just hit one of their, let's just hit Razortide Bridge. Revoke the land. Go to combat, attack with Thraben. Island, play another drum. All right, so they can have Metallic Rebuke, but what are you gonna do? So play Lemboss, trigger. Another Lemboss on top, sure. And then Glint Hawk, trigger, bounce Lemboss, and go to combat, attack with Thraben. Frogmite. Well, now they can finally fix for white. So I probably just want to kill that, right? Yeah, let's kill it. Blast your Frogmite. Blue Blast, sure. Blast your Frogmite. Combat. Swing here. Ancient Den. Of one mind to draw more. All right. Synthesizer. Trigger. Cast into the fire. All right. Exile. Ancient Den. Combat. Swing. Plays another Ancient Den. Okay. Combat. Swing. Let's play Lemboss. Trigger. Skyfisher on top. Sure. Then play this tapped and back to them. Plays another land. Back to us. Go to combat. Swing. Opponent takes 3 down to 6. All right, core Skyfisher. Trigger. Pick up Lemboss. And let's just play Standard Bearer. All right. We won the match. Cool. Round 4. Round 3 on the draw. All right, this is a bit slow, but all right. Keep Mortuary Mire. So, okay. Let's play Rustvale. Go. Azorius Chancery. Pick that up. All right, so this is Familiars, right? Presumably. Well, all right, Great Furnace. Let's just play Synthesizer to get it on the board, even if we don't hit anything off of it. All right, we did hit something off of it. Glint Hawk, trigger, bounce the Synthesizer. Can't play that. Back to them. Sunscape Familiar. There it is. Ooh, all right. Definitely Journeying to Nowhere that. So Synthesizer. Let's see if we hit anything. All right, Ancient Den, Journey to Nowhere. Target Sunscape. Combat attack with Glint Hawk. 3 mana. Seagate Oracle. Okay. Skyfisher. Bounce Synthesizer. Ooh, a bolt. I don't even care that this is in play. I guess I care if they ephemerate it. All right, so let's bolt it. So Mountain, bolt this, play Thraben, and then combat swing with the Flyers, or swing with Glint Hawk, because that just came in. All right, back to them. Just keep their board clear so they can't ephemerate stuff. Another Seagate Oracle, and they didn't have a land to play. Wow. Discarding an ephemerate. All right, Synthesizer, trigger, Ichor Wellspring, play Ichor Wellspring, trigger, draw a card. Blast your Seagate Oracle, play Ancient Den, play Glint Hawk, trigger, pick up Ichor Wellspring, combat, swing for 5. Snap our core Skyfisher back to our hand. Murmuring Mystic. I probably want to journey that more than I want journey on Sunscape Familiar. So let's go Ichor Wellspring. No, let's not do that. Let's just get the max power on the board. Yeah, so let's just go core Skyfisher, trigger, pick up Journey, then replay Journey, and eat this. Then play a land, play core Skyfisher, bouncing Thraben, go to combat, swing here, swing here. And then we have them literally dead on the board. I guess they can play Moldrifter, but yeah. They did put both on top. Plays Moldrifter, and then I assume they're going to ephemerate it. Ephemerate the Moldrifter, sure. So if we have any bolt or removal spell or anything, we kill them. All right, well, they're dead. Bolt, combat, swing. All right. Sideboarding versus Familiars. So I want Pyroblast. Ephemerate cannot target opposing creatures, right? It's a target creature you control. All right, so Standard Bearer, no. Flare, no. Revoke, no. Quark Clan, no. Relic doesn't matter, so just Pyroblast. And then what? Cast into the Fire isn't good in this matchup, so I may as well cut both of them. And that leaves me with... I don't think they have anything I want to Dawnbringer either, although maybe they do. Relic can be relevant for Archaeomancer. Yeah, I guess so. So cut Dawnbringer, bring in Relics. I don't really want any of these cards. All right, that seems fine. Let's do that. And we cannot keep this. We can keep this. What am I putting back? A land, I guess. All right, Island. Play Mountain, play Relic. Over to them. Cast Lorien, or cycles Lorien Revealed. Gets Glacial Floodplain. Plays Glacial Floodplain. All right, target you. Exile that. All right, Barbed Batter Fist. Over to them. All right, they didn't play anything, including a land, so let's go to combat. Attack here. 17. All right, let's just play another one. Put more pressure on the board. Opponent Hydroblasts it, sure. Over to them. All right, exile that. They're just bricking on lands, I guess. Combat. Swing. 14. All right, second main Lemboss. Opponent casts Nature's Chant on Relic. Okay, trigger the Lemboss. Definitely want lands, so get this, and then haha, we have another Relic. Target you. They're still just bricking on lands after all that. Wow. All right, combat, swing. Opponent goes to 11. All right, play Synthesizer. Negate, sure. Target you. And then back over to them. Lorien revealed. Finally found another land. Snow Island. Play Snow Island. All right, go to combat. Swing. Let's just target them to get the land out of their graveyard. Or the card out of the graveyard. Play Synthesizer. Trigger. Top card is a land. All right, play the land. Back to them. I probably should have just popped the Relic. I don't think it's relevant anymore at this point. Seagate Oracle. All right, let's just pop Relic. So, oh, they're just almost just straight up dead on the board. So bolt this. Oh, I could have just journeyed that. All right, yeah. I could have just journeyed that and killed them. Jumped the gun there. All right, well, we're pretty close to just straight up killing them, though. Core Skyfisher. Bounce Lemboss to my hand. Over to them. Mole Drifter. Trigger. Ephemerate. Bolt it. All right, so we still won anyway. And then on to round number 5. I kind of get why KCS is in the sideboard, but it feels like there aren't many matchups where it's relevant. KCS. Oh, Krark Clan Shaman. It's probably relevant, really, really relevant for like elves or just like other flood the board small decks, goblins with Kuldotha Rebirth. What did we lose to? What did we lose to? I don't actually remember it. Oh, we lost to Poison Storm. That's what we lost to. The sweetest brew in a long time. We're 100% playing that on stream. On the play for round 5. Oh, wow, this hand's so slow. So slow. And if we don't draw a second land, we're in trouble. All right, Mole. All right. Put back one of the 2 tap lands. All right, Rustveil, go. Mountain. Plays Voldaren Epicure. All right. Synthesizer. Trigger. All right, well, Synthesizer. And then we can't cast that, but that's fine. Because it gets us 2 Synthesizers. Synthesizer of their own. Exiles Monastery Swiftspear. All right. Monastery Swiftspear. We go to 17. Okay, so Glint Hawk, trigger, pick up Synthesizer, another Synthesizer, cast Synthesizer, trigger, land, bolt the Swiftspear, over to them, Voldaren Epicure, bolt our guy, okay, 15, and then we have this stuff. Okay, so Core Skyfisher, trigger, pick up Synthesizer, trigger, Lemboss, land, Lemboss, trigger, creature on top's fine, draw that. Over to them. Kuldotha Rebirth, eating the experimental Synthesizer, revealing Lotus Petal. Cast Lotus Petal. Oh, do they have another one? Wow. All right. So we got to stack as much blocking in play as fast as possible. So let's go Skyfisher. Actually, let's just pick up, I don't know, Synthesizer maybe? Yeah, okay, let's pick up the Synthesizer, and then we're probably just playing Batterfist. Pick this up. What do we reveal? I want to land. It's another Lemboss. Well, I'm not going to not cast this, so Lemboss. All right, don't want that. Drew Glinthawk. Very well. This is a really big problem if they have Bushwhacker. Name Sticker Goblin. Name Sticker Goblin. This card. Blood, discarding a land. Reckless Impulse, Swiftspear in a land. Plays the land. Plays Swiftspear. Bushwhacker. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my. Alright, we're actually just done on the board, right? Yeah. Okay. So, Krark Clan Shaman. That's it, right? Is Dawnbringer Cleric useless? It just gains life, that's it. It gains life and it's a blocker, and that's all it does. Journey to Nowhere also seemed pretty atrocious. Dawnbringer is essentially the same thing as Journey to Nowhere, but it's permanently in play, just blocking stuff. Yeah, all right, so get rid of Journey to Nowhere, and then that's fine. Run, what? So, okay. They technically use artifacts, and so these can get rid of their artifacts, but a lot of times they'll just have an artifact and then Kuldotha it, like, this doesn't seem great to bring in. Like, what are you going to do? Like, revoke existence, their blood token? That seems awful. Yeah, let's just run this. All right, sure. I'm on the play. I've got turn 2 Lemboss to try to find stuff, and then makeshift munitions, and I can start shooting things, potentially. So, bridge, go. Mountain, Swiftspear, we go to 19. Synthesizer. All right, so Ancient Den, Lemboss. Trigger, Skyfisher on top, sure. Back to them. Synthesizer, getting a mountain. Playing another Swiftspear. Okay, so let's get Skyfisher as a blocker, and then, yeah, so Skyfisher as a blocker, pick up the Lemboss, play this tap land, pass to them. So how long until Namesticker Goblin gets banned, guys? What are they doing? Oh, they're rebirthing the Synthesizer. And exiles a mountain. Sure. Goblin tokens. Of course they have Bushwhacker. Why wouldn't they? All right, block. We're at 4. Well, So the best thing I could get would be to Synthesizer into Cart Clan Shaman, because the alternative is to just play Makeshift Munitions and sack 2 of my lands to blow up 2 guys, which is awful. All right, cast Synthesizer, try to hit a Cart Clan Shaman. Foundry Helix isn't the worst. All right, Foundry Helix, killing a Swift Spear. So tap, 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 and then what am I sacking? Probably actually one of the lands at this point. I don't know, I need mana. Yeah, let's just sack Synthesizer. Sack Synthesizer, kill Swift Spear, gain some life. Can't play this because we played a land already. Back to them. 3 mana. Oh, 3 mana is name sticker, right? Nothing else costs 3. Goblin Caves to make the goblins have higher toughness. Very well. Block Swift Spear, take 3. So now Cart Clan Shaman. I mean, Cart Clan Shaman does still get me out of this. I just have to, like, sack a whole bunch of stuff. So the Makeshift Munition sucks now. So let's play Limboss. Well, there's Cart Clan Shaman. So let's play another Limboss. Trigger. Bottom that. Play Cart Clan Shaman. And then we're just going to kill everything. So since I'm going to kill everything anyway, I guess I may as well swing with the Skyfisher. The Goblin Caves applies to my goblins as well. Sure. All right, combat. Sure, block here. Doesn't matter. Block here. I'm just going to kill their whole board. So activate, sack the Limboss. I have to hold priority, right? Yeah, so sack the Limboss. Then activate, sack the Limboss. I guess I don't because Goblin Caves is in play. All right, 1 to everything. All right, does this resolve? Let's see if Swift Spear dies or if they have another thing to play. All right, activate, sack, Ancient Den. All right, everything's dead. Wait until you get a Sliver's Mirror. Well, they're an Epicure. Blood Token, discard land. Koldatha Rebirth. Oh my god. All right, well, I can put 3 blockers into play, so that's something. So this, Batterfist, then Glinthawk, trigger. I would like to bounce Great Furnace back to my hand, then play Great Furnace, and then play Makeshift Munitions, and then over to them. And yeah, we'll just block everything. Swing all. All right. Oh yeah, the goblins are still 1/3s. So block here, block here, block here. Bolt us. Well, we're dead. So 3 and 2 with Boros Synthesizer. It's definitely the most fun deck to have played so far. I assume the flex slots are, I would guess, these cards right here. So this seems like a pretty stock package. I guess you don't also need to play Wellspring, but it seems fine. So this kind of feels like the flex slots. Like, I assume that this is not really necessary for the deck and that you could just replace this with some other threat. Although the fact that it's a threat and an artifact matters. You probably don't strictly need Helix. You probably don't strictly need Dawnbringer Cleric. And you probably don't strictly need Cast into the Fire. These 4 right here feel like the worst out of them because there's matchups where Dawnbringer Cleric or Cast into the Fire just don't matter. I feel like I would rather not have these mained and just play other generically good cards, although I'm not sure what those would be. Sideboard seems fine, although Triple Relic seems a pretty, like, I don't know. So far, Graveyard Hate has not really felt too relevant in this format. Maybe I've just dodged all the Graveyard decks so far. Some versions run Swift Spear or Seeker of the Way. There's a lot of variants. Yeah. I assume there's a lot. What I assume is that, like, this here is the core package, and then these are all, like, the different slots that you can play different things in. One thing I wish is that there were more, I guess, that there were better things to do on turns 1 and 2, because basically right now, if you look at this, so you've got your Glinthawks, which you can't really play on turn 1. And then even on turn 2, you never want to pick up a land or a Synthesizer that you can't cast anything with. So these are often basically turn 3 plays. It's the same thing with Core Skyfisher. A lot of the times, there's nothing that you want to pick up on the same turn you would cast this on curve, and these wind up being basically 3 drops. So I wish there were more, like, other things that you had early that were relevant pickups for these cards, or that you could just do instead of having these as your 1 and 2 slots. Even Thraben Inspector just feels really mediocre as a creature. It only matters when the game goes, like, super grindy long and you have the time to crack the clues. So yeah, I think Epicure, for example, could be a good addition to the deck as something that you play on 1 that is okay to bounce with Skyfisher, although you can't bounce it with Glinthawk, but you can't bounce Thraben with Glinthawk either. But it just gives you, like, another relevant thing to do. It's also, when you're in the position of you either have nothing to do in your hand or the things in your hand aren't good and you need to cycle, it gives you a way to get to another card with 1 mana that isn't just Synthesizer, because all the other ways of getting to more cards are these 2 mana draw rocks right here, or cracking clue tokens. So I don't know. This is only this version of Boros Synthesizer, so maybe other versions do run Epic here. I'm not sure. But yeah, looking at it, just all of these cards feel... Foundry Helix feels like the best card here. It's the most relevant in terms of helping you to win races. You can kill a lot of threats with it. I think, honestly, Makeshift Munitions felt the worst. I get that it can potentially, like, close out a game, but man... It was just, like, never relevant in any game we had it in. But yeah, that is Boros Synthesizer.